Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite companies, SoFi. Ticker symbol is SOFI. I want to talk about five things in particular that I think could make it perform above and beyond the market's expectations over the next 5 to 10 years. Before we dive in, take a look at the link you see on your screen, fool.com/Frankel. Get the top 10 stocks to buy right now from my sponsor, The Motley Fool. It's the best way to support this work I'm doing on YouTube. Again, fool.com/Frankel. Please give it a look. All right, so we're going to talk about SoFi and some things in particular I like about the company. It's no secret that SoFi is one of my favorite and most enjoyable stocks to watch these days. It's not a giant position for me, but it is a significant portion of my portfolio, and it's a company that I believe in very, very much. I think the product's fantastic, and I think over time, as they add more products and services, you're going to see them become more of a true banking replacement, and that's really what they aim to do. And if you look at some of the large bank stocks and things like that, the sky's the limit when it comes to profitability from a really well-run bank. So without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. All right, so the first thing that I am really excited about, and I've mentioned this in articles before, is credit cards. Now, SoFi has said that its credit card business is, quote, in full investment mode. So I think there's a lot of potential to innovate here. Now, SoFi currently has a credit card product. I wouldn't call it a standout. It's a pretty standard 2% cashback card. There's a lot of those on the market. It's a fine product. I have one in my wallet, but it's nothing that is going to attract people who are currently customers of Chase or Citi or any of the others that offer a 2% cashback card that essentially does the same thing. But if it can create some innovative credit card products that are different than what's on the market, kind of like it has done with most of the rest of its business, with its checking and savings account, with its investment platform. If it can copy that innovation in its credit card space, there's a lot of potential here. SoFi is reportedly testing a couple of credit cards internally, a balance transfer card and a rewards card or two that have been kind of rumored. But the economics of the credit card business are very, very strong. The average credit card interest rate in the U.S. right now is about 25%, and even if you account for a reasonable default rate from people who can't pay their bills, SoFi's cost of deposits is roughly 5% right now, and that leaves a lot of room for margin. So very, very profitable business if it's done well, and I have no reason to believe that SoFi can't do it well. So I'm really excited to see what they have in store for that part of the business. Number two is the tech platform, which came from the Galileo acquisition a few years back. If you're not familiar, Galileo is a payment processing platform. It allows third-party businesses to create and scale their own financial services. It currently enables over 150 million financial accounts. There's a lot of growth potential, and the need for companies to be able to offer their own financial products is continuing to evolve every day. SoFi has some pretty big partnerships on this. The CEO, Anthony Noto, he also has recently cited big growth opportunities. Said, quote, there's a robust pipeline of ongoing discussions with potential partners with large existing customer bases. So there could be a lot of potential here. SoFi has said that it aims to become the AWS or Amazon Web Services of finance, kind of how AWS is, the cloud infrastructure company. SoFi wants to be the financial infrastructure company, and this is how it's going to get there. Very interesting to watch. Not a giant part of their earnings so far, but it's getting there. Number three, this is probably the most controversial on the list in terms of whether people think they should offer this or not, is auto lending. So the auto lending space is a massive market opportunity, and $1.5 trillion of outstanding auto loans in the U.S. right now. Going to be a lot of refinancing opportunity as rates start to come down. There's a lot of potential here. I would really just hate to see SoFi miss out on this market opportunity. First of all, I think it's a very essential part of SoFi becoming a true one-stop financial institution. It's not truly a bank replacement if I still have to go to Wells Fargo to apply for an auto loan, or one of the other big banks. So I totally understand the reasons people don't want SoFi to offer auto loans. There's a supposed wave of auto loan repossessions coming. Um, it's secured by an asset, unlike personal loans, but it is an asset that declines in value over time. People get underwater on their auto loans all the time. No one wants to be a repossessor of cars. Not a desirable thing to do. But again, massive market opportunity. And I just feel it's an essential part of SoFi becoming a all-in-one financial institution. I would love to hear your thoughts on the auto loan slide in particular, if you think that SoFi should do it or will do it, or if you know that they've talked about it and I'm just missing it. Number four is mortgages. SoFi already offers mortgages. They offer mortgages for personal residences, second homes, investment properties. They've had this for a while. They don't really lean into it. I see very few advertisements for SoFi's mortgage business. I see a ton for their personal loan business, their student loan business, their checking and savings account, their investment platform, their credit card, even, but not really for the mortgage business. It's a pretty small part of the company right now. Um, this could definitely change as rates fall. Right now, it's just not a good time to really lean into the mortgage business. The real estate market's at a near standstill right now, because a lot of homeowners have sub 4% mortgage rates right now. They're reluctant to put homes on the market in the current interest rate environment, and who could blame them? So there's just not a lot of people getting mortgages right now. It doesn't make sense to refinance for most people, but that could change. If we see interest rates start to come down over the next year or two, you could see a lot of refinancing activity, and that's something that an online lender like SoFi would be a great fit for. Mortgages can be an attractive part of a loan portfolio too. They have much lower yields than the personal loans that SoFi generally focuses on. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Um, they generally have a nice little spread over what SoFi will get on its deposits. Maybe if mortgage rates are, if SoFi's deposit cost is like 3%, that would be an environment where mortgages are in the 5 to 6% range. Um, Default rates tend to be a lot lower than things like personal loans. So it can just be a more slow and steady kind of backbone to the loan portfolio. So I would love to see them lean into that once rates start to normalize and the market starts to be a lot friendlier for mortgage lending, which it's not right now, but that's something that I'm excited about in the future. And last but certainly not least, and this is a personal pain point for me because I'm a SoFi customer, there's a reason I haven't moved my brokerage accounts over from Schwab yet. I would love to do it, but so there's a lot that SoFi just doesn't do yet. To, to give credit where it's due, SoFi has done a great job of building out its investment platform. It offers some things that others don't, like access to IPOs for all investors. It offers alternative investment funds that aren't available on most other platforms, but there's a lot it doesn't do. For example, I have custodial accounts for both of my children. SoFi currently doesn't support those kind of accounts, so I can't move those over. Even if I really want to, I can't. Um, SoFi has very minimal capabilities when it comes to options. Now, they're one of the few investment platforms where you can trade options without a commission, but there are very limited ways you can trade them. For example, I couldn't create a spread on SoFi's platform. Supposedly that's coming, but for now, that is not there. And SoFi's investment platform is very minimalist at this point. Now, that's by design, and it makes it very easy to use. Their app is very, very easy to buy and sell stocks with. But there aren't very many things like advanced charting tools. I can't get third-party stock research like Morningstar research reports if I want to really dig into a stock on their platform. There's not a sophisticated trading platform, which I kind of feel like they would need once they roll out options capabilities that beyond what they have now. But point is that there's a lot that the bigger brokers offer, like Schwab, which isn't a very high-tech platform. If you just offer what they offer, people would leave. Um, so I feel like that is a big kind of untapped opportunity right now, because it's not a true brokerage replacement until you offer what the other brokers offer. Just like Robinhood is not a true brokerage replacement right now. It's a great platform for what it is, but people who have built up large accounts with companies like Schwab, Fidelity, E-Trade, things like that over the years are used to a certain level of features, and you need to offer those to really get people to migrate over. So those are the five things that I am excited about. I'd love to know what you're excited about. And if you agree with any or all of these in the comments, I'll do my best to answer each of them individually. And thanks for listening. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment, so I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by more than 4 times, so go to fool.com/Frankel to get your 10 stock picks now. The Motley Fool Stock Advisor returns are 650% as of April 16th, 2024, and are measured against the S&P 500 returns of 148% as of April 16th, 2024.